Yo, 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 what's happening, people? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're live with another match preview for Arsenal versus Olympiakos in the Europa League. Get in the comments, let me know team selection, let me know what score prediction you think is going to be today. Got a lot to discuss today. It's a big game today. Um, yeah, so let's get into it. Yes, yes, yes. Arsenal at home to Olympiakos at the Emirates Stadium. We're back live in Europa League after our comprehensive 3-1 win last week. And of course, on the back of that North London derby victory against Spurs on the weekend. Get in the chat, get in the comments, let me know what you think Arteta's going to do today. What team you think he's going to put out. It'll be an interesting one today. It'll be an interesting one. Does Arteta go strong with the lineup? Obviously, we're 3-1 up. Olympiakos need to essentially score 3 goals to go through, or even to take it to any sort of extra time or penalties. So, I don't know when the last time we conceded 3 was, but it doesn't happen often, especially under Arteta. So, does he go strong? Does he go weak? Get in the comments, let me know. Shane's in the building, says if Arteta loses this, he should be sacked considering Arsenal have nothing else to play for. Listen, 3-1 up. There's no excuses. There's absolutely no excuses today. This is a must-win game for Arsenal, for Arteta, for the players, for the club. Obviously, we bottled it last year. There's absolutely no hiding the fact that we bottled the Europa League for last 32 against Olympiakos. Now it's obviously a stage on, a stage closer to the finish line. But can we do it? Can we get over the line? A lot of stuff to discuss. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get straight into it. It's a big game, as I said today. Goals from Ødegaard, Gabriel, and El Neni, unlikely scorers in the last game for Arsenal. So we're bringing a healthy lead into the Olympiakos game, and you know if Olympiakos beat us today, it will be a shock of the season. It'll be a massive shock to see us do it. But listen, our squad isn't necessarily perfect. We saw what happened in the first game. Dani Ceballos and Leno, combining to make a mistake to give Olympiakos a goal. And he really shouldn't have done that. Like, Olympiakos didn't create anything. Arteta said it himself in the press conference afterwards. They took one of the chances that we gave them. We gave them 3 big chances to score against us, and they took one. We could easily have conceded a lot more. Easily conceded a lot more. Damian Perez is about, says we do not need to worry because Arsenal are not going to bottle it. Should be light work for you. I'm not actually worried. Usually in the first leg, you might be like, oh, what's going to happen? But 3-1 up, I'm not worried at all. I'm actually going to sit back and enjoy the game. I think only like a big loss could stop us winning this game. I just can't see that happening. Can't see that happening under Mikel. Can't see that happening under the way that Arsenal are currently playing. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, it is going to be light work for us. Hopefully, it is going to be light work. We'll see. Looking forward to the brilliant song tonight. Yeah, listen, we're back. We're back in the Europa League song. Run it back again because we're here. What time is it? 4 o'clock. Team news should be out within the next hour. 5:55 kickoff, I believe it is. So an early game today, so we can sit back, watch Arsenal, and then we'll see if Shane's going to be smiling when Manchester United play AC Milan a little bit later on. So yeah, we'll get into that. A bit later if Man United do progress into the last 16. Is it last 16 now? Last 16 draw? No, 32. Quarterfinals. Quarterfinal stage next, isn't it? Quarterfinal stage next. Do you think we'll put a strong lineup? And would you? I think we will put a strong lineup, and we'll get into team selection in a minute. Um, but I wouldn't put as much of a strong lineup as I think Arteta would, because I think it's wrapped up. I think it's the most important game, yes, of the week. But we've also got West Ham on Sunday in the Premier League, and I feel like that's probably more of a chance to. I think we need a strong squad for. So I would personally rest up today and then put a strong squad out on Sunday. And I say rest up. We still obviously need to take the game seriously. We still need to win the game, get over the line. But 1 or 2 goals and the tie's done. So I feel like our sort of second-ish squad can do that. Like they've been doing it the whole Europa League campaign. They've played every game. And I just feel like that can be done. But fair enough to Arteta. I think he will go strong, and I won't blame him for going strong because he needs to absolutely guarantee that we're in that draw tomorrow. Obviously, like, as I've said many times, the Europa League gives you 5 substitutes, so we can see players. If we do get the job done early on, start to bring players off, start to bring others through. Maybe even at half time, maybe you start the second half. So yeah, we'll see. Are Arsenal out the Emirates? Yes, we are at the Emirates tonight. Yeah, no neutral ground today. We played in Athens in the Olympiakos Stadium, which we used as our home game, funnily enough, against Benfica. But today we're at home. No long flights, no long haul flights. It's just a game today at the Emirates, and then a game at West Ham down the road from me in Stratford on Sunday. So yeah, no major travels for Arsenal this week. And then of course the major travels in the international break afterwards. But yeah, that's another story. That's another story for another day. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so the previous game, obviously Olympiakos, we messed up, gave Youssef Arabi the chance to score, which he did score one of them. And after the way we played against Burnley and the obviously catastrophic mistake we made there with Xhaka, it seems like we're the only teams that can beat ourselves. And again, against Spurs, we weren't convincing the last 10 minutes. We could have easily drawn that game. They went to 10 men, and it's like we just didn't know what to do. We kept giving the ball away, kept giving free kicks away. And obviously, Kane had a chance, hit the post with a free kick. Sanchez had a shot cleared off the line. Kane scored a goal, which was offside. So, we were the masters of our own downfall again against Spurs on Sunday. So, we won't be sitting there thinking that we won't mess up. I'm just a little bit more confident that our goal scorers will be able to save us once again. But yeah, if we're gonna win this competition, and I think we have to aim to, then we need to cut out all these mistakes and not be salvaged from our strike force going forward. But listen, I'd love to win the Europa League, add into the trophy cabinet of the FA Cup and the Community Shield under Arteta, and I'm sure this is what he wants. I'm sure he's coming to this competition to win the Europa League. And obviously the top four races all but dead in the water. Chelsea, you're on 51 points. We're on 41 points, and we got a game in hand which we play on West Ham on Sunday. We win our game in hand, we go to 44. It's still a massive, massive climb away to get anywhere near that Champions League. Europa League is more feasible, but there are other teams in that position that have played the same amount of games as us. So, yeah, look, if we beat West Ham, we go 4 points behind them, but there's a long way to go in that race. So, yeah, we'll obviously deal with that one in the match preview for Arsenal versus West Ham. Yeah, we'll get into the team news in a bit, but yeah, Saka pulled up with a hamstring injury on Sunday against Spurs, which is why he was taken off at half time. It's not major. Obviously, he's in the England squad. So big props to Saka for getting to the England squad. But I don't think he'll be fit enough to play today. He may be on the bench. I'll be surprised if he starts with a hamstring. He may get rested. He may not even play on Sunday against West Ham. I guess we'll have to see how he reacts after today's game, if he plays any part of it. How likely is it to win the Europa League? It's likely, definitely. Like, if you look at the teams in the competition, we are one of the favourites. There's no doubt about that. There's absolutely no doubt about that. We are one of the favourites in the Europa League. If you look at the teams that are in it, not trying to be disrespectful to the other teams, but you've got Obviously, Granada 2-0 up against Molde. You know, we're a better team than Granada. We should expect to beat them if we get them in the draw. Shakhtar against Roma. Roma 3-0 up there, so that's a kind of a bit of a shock. People thought Shakhtar might be able to put up a bit more for performance against Roma. But I think Roma will be an even game. I wouldn't say Roma are miles better than us, but I would expect to beat Roma. I think we've got the quality to beat Roma in Europa League, so I wouldn't be scared of them. I think we can beat Roma. Rangers, Slavia Prague is obviously level at 1-1. We could beat either of those teams, I think, comfortably. I think if we get them, it'll be a good draw for us. Villarreal, Dynamo Kiev, Unai Emery's team. That will be a tough game, but a fairly even game, similar to the Roma game. It could go either way with Villarreal, Dynamo Kiev. But I wouldn't say Villarreal are miles better than us, and that we should get dominated by them. Young boys against Ajax. Ajax are comfortably beating them 3-0 as well. Again, that may be like the Villarreal and the Roma game. Could be close. Ajax Arsenal could be a good, entertaining game. Obviously, you got the story of Mark Overmars as well doing his bit over there. So, and then obviously you got the two English sides. Man United obviously got AC Milan. Spurs got Zagreb. I still put Man United and Spurs ahead of Arsenal in terms of the quality. And they should be maybe seen as more favourites. Man United definitely the clear favourites, but obviously they're playing AC Milan. So if they go out, puts us up again. So to go back to the question, how likely is it to win Europa League? It's likely, but it depends on the draws you get. And if we get an English team, like if we get Man United in the next round, I would see Man United as the favourites, despite our record that we have against them. So yeah, that'll be my point of view there. And even but there's definitely a chance. There's not a team that I say will absolutely clear of us because we've beaten Spurs this season already. We've beaten Man United this season already. I think we can beat Roma, we can beat Villarreal, and we can beat Ajax. So and the others we should beat as well. So listen, we're up there. We're up there with a shout, 100%. But it also depends which Arsenal team turns up for these kind of games. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see with that. I think Spurs will get a favourable draw. I mean, we have no idea. We'll find out on Friday. I guess we'll find out on Friday. I think we'll probably do a live. Is it Friday tomorrow? Yes, Friday tomorrow. So we'll probably do a live draw, maybe, or see if Neeks is free. We do a live draw. We may do one for the Champions League as well. But of course, the big one, Europa League, is where the main focus is at. Yeah, so let's get into the team news. Let's get into the team predictions because I think it will be a couple of interesting changes to the lineup. I don't see it being the exact same lineup. Obviously, a couple of injuries to talk about, maybe a bit of fatigue as well. So let me bring up this lineup here and get in the comments. Let me know what you think the team will be today. If I can find it. Right, so here we go. So I'm going to create the team now, live with you guys, so you can see what I think the team's going to be today. Standard 4-2-3-1. I'm going to go in goal. I'm going to keep with Leno. A lot of people talking about Matt Ryan could play today. I wouldn't even play Matt Ryan if I was choosing the team. I just think it's too risky to play him in this kind of game. Although he's a good, competent goalkeeper, you don't want sort of silly mistakes coming in, and you want to kind of go with your number one in this game. Bellerin at right back hasn't played for a little while actually. I think he hasn't played since the last Europa League game. Did he play in the Europa? Yeah, the 3-1 win. Yeah, he played in there. I think he didn't. Yeah, he didn't play against Leicester. Didn't play against Burnley. Didn't play against Spurs. Cedric had 2 of those games, and then Chambers had the one against Burnley. So I think Bellerin will come in for this one. At the back, I'm going to go with David Luiz. I think he will continue just as a bit more experience at the back. I'm going to stick with Gabriel. A lot of people would have played Mari, and I probably will. If it was my team, I'd probably go Mari and Gabriel and give Mari and Luiz and give Gabriel a rest for this one. But I feel like Arteta will stick with the two who are very good. Gabriel was brilliant on Sunday against Spurs, so I think he'll stick with that. And no doubt about it, Tierney will start on the left back. I think Xhaka will play in the middle again against Spurs, and I see it being the same too. I see Partey starting as well. I don't think Arteta would change that. I think he'll keep that that similar. I might have gone for Ceballos as fresher legs in there if it was me, but I think that's what Arteta would do. I don't think we'll get Saka back today, at least to start anyway. So I'm almost guaranteed that Pepe will start at number 10. On the left, I'm going to go with Willian. I think Arteta would rotate there, bring him in. Had a decent gaming in the first leg, so I think he'll start as in there. And I'm going to go with Smith-Rowe to start in the number 10. I know he played on left wing and he was brilliant on the weekend. Odegaard's played a lot of games, and I think this may be a good opportunity to rest him. So I think that's what Arteta would do. I may have played, if it was me, I probably may play Smith Rowe and Odegaard, and I probably wouldn't play Willian. And this is the big call for me, the big call tonight. Who'd you got up top? I think I'm going to go Lacazette. I reckon Arteta will go with Lacazette again, and maybe bring Aubameyang back on Sunday. Not necessarily as a punishment, but more on the sense of keep this similar spine of the team that won last week, going against Spurs. Of course, could do the other round. Could start Aubameyang today. Could play Lacazette on Sunday. But I just got a feeling that Lacazette starts tonight, especially with the tie 3-1 up. Unless, of course, he felt anything after the Spurs game, which we don't know about. That's the team I'd go for. Obviously, got lots of Martinelli. Could get a game today. Could get a run out, especially if we go 1 or 2 up. Eddie Nketiah hasn't been in the squads of late. Wonder if he'll get a chance today as well. Got lots of El Neni, Ceballos, of course, Aubameyang, Odegaard. So there's definitely options in the middle. I just can't see, like, this is the team I think he'll play, but you know, how many times have I got this right? There'll be 1 or 2 changes, and I won't be overly mad at what team goes out today, because I think any team that we have could do the job. There's rumours about Reece Nelson coming back in, but we'll see on that. So that's the team I think Arteta will play. Yeah, you're right, Shane. If we want to get through the competition, we've got to stop our mistakes. We've got to keep playing the same football that we've been playing without the mistakes. Keep doing what we're doing, because it's going well. Just need to cut the mistakes out. We haven't lost a Europa League game since we lost against Olympiakos last season. So we need to get back to it. I wasn't overly impressed with Olympiakos last week. As I said, we gave them all the chances. So I don't see it being a case of them coming back with vengeance and coming to upset the odds here. I still feel like it will be straightforward. Yes, they got Socrates, who'll be back again. Maybe with that midfielder Mvia, who played last week and didn't look comfortable there. I think he's normally a midfielder, so he weren't comfortable with Socrates. I hope we can get him again today. So I'll be interested to see who comes back. I think from what I heard, Olympiakos rested up a lot of players on the weekend, so able to get more of a fresh squad out today, and they have to go for it. Olympiakos can't sit back again like they did last week, which then in turn may give us more opportunity to go forward and pick them off comfortably. So yeah, that's the team I think Arteta will play. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win to Arsenal. I think we'll do it today. That's a 5-1 aggregate win overall. So yeah, that's what I think will happen. I can't see an upset today. Like if we do lose today, it'll be one of the biggest upsets, as I said before, in champion in Europa League history. Surely, like 3-1 up, we can't lose to Olympiakos today. We can't. So yeah, I'm not even worried about it. I'm just gonna sit back, hear the team news in about half an hour or so, and yeah, we'll hopefully get an entertaining game. Wouldn't mind a few goals going in, as long as it was obviously for Arsenal. Guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that like button before you leave. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button as well, and the bell to get notifications of all Neeks Sport videos. I'll be back tonight after the game directly, so make sure you come straight back into the chat after the game, around about 8 o'clock, where we'll be doing a match review and see if Arsenal get themselves in the hat with a win or even a draw tonight. We'll do it. Guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.